Hey, what is up, guys? It's another video here. Anyway, so I actually just realized back in my last video that I promised you guys I was gonna tell you a little bit more about myself. And so here we go. But I didn't add it in my last video. Anyway, I didn't want to make the video too long either. Anyway, so this is just gonna be a little vlog for you guys. Like I said, my name is Rascal Robinson, and I am almost 20 years old, and I've been rapping since, like I said in my last video, I started about 10 years old, and to be honest, I love, like, the whole reason. Okay, that's really annoying. The speakers are. The whole reason. Damn it. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. The whole reason that I love rap is you can be yourself. Okay, you can be yourself, create your own style, right? And I'm in it. I mean, I'd like to be in it for the money, which you know, and like the passion of the art, not even just rap, but just literally being a musician. There's just so much satisfaction that I like from it. Back in high school, people used to actually walk up to me and be like, "Yo, are you down to freestyle?" And like, you know, it was fun. I'm in it for the art, and that art gets you connected with people. And I love that factor that, like, back in high school, like, I mean, at least like probably 7% of the school knew me, like knew who I was and that I rapped, like, no joke. And I'm talking about like 2,600 people on a daily basis. Well, no, not even that. Actually, it's a lot more than that. And I kind of liked it. People started recognizing me and stuff like that. And at the time, I was pretty much a dumbass, to be honest. I did a lot of stupid shit back in high school. And just the social aspect. I like the social aspect, but at the same time, I struggle with the social aspect. And so I kind of just went on the down low, and people would every once in a while, but I just kind of stopped putting myself out there so much because I was getting, like, more negative attention than it was positive attention. But I tried to focus on the more of the positive attention. And yeah, and to be honest, like, it sounds crazy, but it's true, is I actually got into some fist fights over just defending my name and defending my art. Now, I know that to some people it's like, no, you're fucking crazy, what the hell? But to some people would look at that as like, well, shit, if you're defending your art, you're defending your name, you're defending, who you are. And that's how I looked at it, at the time. Like I said, I was a fucking dumbass. And within that, it got pretty bad, to be honest. And so, I pretty much just dropped out. But well, not dropped out. I more or less what they call signed out. Basically, just quit the school and go into a different school. I'm currently finishing my diploma. I only have just a couple more credits left. I'll be graduating, this year, definitely, if I just, stop being lazy about it. But anyway, yeah, I just, and like I said, I'm in it for, I'd like to be in it, make like a little bit of money, like, off of YouTube or whatever. And like, my main goal in life basically is I just want to live comfortably. I don't want to reach, a good 100K a year goal, which I know is a lot, you know what I mean? Or even more, But I know there's something out there that if every single artist, including myself, I'm just a small time artist, I know that there are certain people that within the music industry, if you're willing to really put them hard damn hours in and just make videos, make clips, make, photography, anything that you can do to promote yourself, it may take 10 years, but you will get noticed if you are good, if you're reputable, your attitude, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about me is like I want people to get to know me. I want people to see that like, holy shit, this kid came from this situation, and grew up and actually made something out of it. And I want to be one of those people that like, hey, like, yeah, I wrote a book on this, or or whatever, or I wouldn't really be the type of person that's like, let's say I get out on the media, let's say in 5 years, let's say by 2025, 2030, right? Let's say that I'm making $2 million a year and I'm just a big fucking artist, right? I wouldn't even give a shit about the media. Okay? Now, like, with me, yeah, I mean, yeah, the attention will be cool and stuff like that, but there is so much drama within that for me, I would just kind of lean back and just be like, you know what? Cameras, fuck off. I don't give a shit. I like, there's a well balanced line between like, how far can you go, and a lot of people, think, oh, I make this much money and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Now, yeah, there's some point to that, money is power, kind of, but for me, honestly, I just think it's kind of whatever, will I make it someday? Maybe. And I'd be happy if I didn't. And but just as a hobby, I fucking love rap. And yeah, and one thing I was going to talk about in my last video is a lot of people might be curious about what I want to do as far as an actual career. And for me, I actually want to be a motorcycle mechanic. Someday I want to actually own a shop, preferably probably in like California, or I'm a western state guy. I'm not from California though. I don't currently live in California. Anyway, but that's my dream. Is I actually want to build custom bikes. In my experience, like with motorcycles, I've actually ridden quite a bit, and I'm okay with sports bikes, to be honest. Like, they're not the most comfortable, but they are, fun to ride. For me, I'm more of the type of guy that would have like a sports bike engine, or a good badass V-twin on more of like a certain style. And actually, currently, once I'm actually gonna have some money, pretty good money coming in this summer, and I'm actually going to be building a mini motorcycle. And I've always wanted to build like my own little bike for like 3 years now, and I finally have an opportunity this summer to get some money to actually do it. And I'll explain. Oh, I guess I could explain more. Explain that in this video. So what I have is a 1988 classic mini moto. I don't remember the brand exactly, but I bought it for pretty much $100, and it's a different frame style. It's a different, it's one of those ones where you have the back bar and the big, big ass wide seat, and it's a lot more well designed and a lot more sturdy than one of the like Coleman what do they call them, P2 200s or something like that, or whatever. It's, I don't know, but I'll have some more stuff on that, and it's gonna And if you guys want to like actually build your own stuff, I actually have a whole eBay list of my stuff that I'm buying that I found for the best price, and also found a frame. And if you guys are looking to build a pocket bike or build a mini bike or whatever, I'll do another video on that. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have that going, and the reason, like, hey, whoa, you're gonna build a whole bike for like $1,200. It sounds pretty cheap. Well, yeah, it is. It's just a pit bike engine and this and this. And then a lot of people will probably tell me, but like, why don't you just buy a pocket bike and then swap the engine? Well, that's the thing that I was kind of going over earlier is I'm not really a sport bike guy. I've ridden the most powerful one, the nicest bike I've ever ridden was a CBR 1000, and I've also ridden some like 850cc ATVs, and I've ridden some pretty powerful shit, and I don't like. I mean, yeah, they're easy to control and stuff like that, but they're not comfortable. I would rather have something that I can go 120 miles an hour down the highway, not giving a fuck, and like have that relaxed feeling, you know what I mean? And on a sport bike, yeah, you have that, and I just don't, I just don't really like the feeling of like, like, I like the feeling, but as long as like for something that I'm gonna ride every day, or every chance I get to get on and go, I'd rather just have something that's comfortable and fast. I don't like the big, huge like fairings and big, honestly, when it comes to a car or a motorcycle, all I want is a transmission and an engine and a seat, steering wheel, and shifter. That's all I want. I don't give a shit about no like leather seats in cars or heated shit. I literally like I'm what you would call a raw car and motorcycle enthusiast. I'm not really into all the luxury shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, it has some nice speakers and shit like that, but I'm the type of guy that, would have a fucking, 120 horsepower Harley, and just cruising around and go down to Vegas every once in a while, or go down to California and just kind of show off, That's me, and I'm young and I want to pursue, kind of that party life, you know what I mean? A lot of people do around my age. And, but as far as like a career, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to build motorcycles from the ground up, and like, I want, and also in the future, I'd like to go up to a company and be like, hey, I've been designing this motorcycle for the past 8 years now, and I want to put it into production, and like, like I would actually want to build my own brand of motorcycles, and like for me, and also here's something like, as far as electronic motors go, I think though they're pretty cool, but the one thing that bothers me about, if I like buying a Tesla or buying the Zero FXR, motorcycle, as far as that, my opinion on that, like, it's cool, you know what I mean? Like the instant torque and all the technology and stuff like that, but there's just so much passion in getting your fucking hands dirty, like black, just after a while, just stained black pretty much, from just working on engines and shit, and I've been studying motorcycles for ever since I was 13, about 13, And I watch stuff on mini bikes all the time, on YouTube. I'm constantly on YouTube just looking at mechanics and different things, gearbox, all this different shit. And so yeah, that's what my main career goal is. I want to be a motorcycle mechanic, but and I have I know there's more money in main cars and main mechanics working for somebody like Mercedes or BMW or Honda or whatever, or even Ford. Um, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I that's just me, and that's why I'm posting this stuff is I want people to get to know me. I want people to get to know me as an artist and as a person because you know these are my opinions and what I want to do. These are my goals and yeah, I know I'm going to chase those goals someday. I am very ambitious person. That's just how I am. Very ambitious. Like if I put my mind to it, it's gonna get done. Like no matter what. Like like I make promise to myself or something or whatever. Like this summer, I want to get in shape. Stuff like that. I'm not overweight. I'm actually, whatever. But um, I just want to be toned, physically. You know, kind of want to get rid of the belly. I think a lot of people do. But anyway, within you know me, who I am, um, I could sit here for 2 hours and tell you about my life. But yeah, I'm those are my goals. It's kind of what I want to do. And I'll have that once I get the parts in and everything. I'll be doing a whole series on the mini bike. Um, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.